thoughts might really hit you sometimes. They really might hit you, especially when things aren't going your way. Persevering and staying 10 toes down is way easier to say when you're feeling good right now, but when you're not feeling the best and you feel as if your plan isn't working out, persevering is the only option, because if you quit, you're like the rest of them. You fall into the rest of the 98% of people. 98 out of 100 people will quit on their goals once they fall once, or they fall twice, or they fall 3 times. They'll maxed out say, okay, I quit, that's it. This one quote that I've read stuck with me every time times got hard, or whenever I feel like giving up or quitting on my goals or whatever it is. I have now calloused my mind, to be real with you, that I will never quit. But for other people in your career path, you might not be always 100 or always 100% dedicated and ready to work on your goals or whatever. And sometimes you might feel like quitting. As of 98% of people will actually give up on their goals. Meaning they started off strong, meaning they were going hard on whatever they were doing. And I done seen this my whole life. People that are going hard on whatever they're doing, but when there's a little bit of adversity and times got rough, they just ended up quitting. It might be 2 times, it might be 3 times, and they kept getting up, but they kept falling, but they still ended up quitting, right? So this is something that I need to share with the world so that you guys can stay 10 toes down on your goals, bro. So check it. So this book is basically the philosophy of an author named Napoleon Hill, and he's asking the devil questions of how he makes human beings lose, like how he gets human beings to get off of their goals, and how he makes them suffer, and how he just makes people live in poverty and despair. He asks really good questions within this book. I'm going to read you guys a quick quote. So the author asks, in other words, if one cannot be always right, one can and should always be definite. Is that what you're trying to get across to me? That is the idea. People who are definite in both of their plans and their purposes never accept temporary defeat as being more than an urge to greater effort. You can see for yourself that this sort of policy is bound to win if it is followed with definiteness. Like, that is the main philosophy of whatever you're doing in your own life. You might fail, right? Say you get to the championship game as a basketball player and you've been hooping for a long time, and you get to the championship game and you lose. Does that mean you quit on your goal on becoming a great basketball player, whatever it is? Because you lost the championship game doesn't mean you quit on your goals. You see what I'm saying? You have to see it as temporary defeat. A perfect example I can really give you guys is Messi, Lionel Messi. If you know Messi, right? Messi won a lot of championship games. He won a lot of Balón de Oros and everything like that. But for the Copa Americas and for the World Cup, he was struggling. He kept getting his ass handed to him. You know what I mean? They kept going to the Copa America finals and losing. They lost like 3 times in a row. You see what I'm saying? They lost like 3 times in a row before they got that first W. And with the World Cup, Messi, I believe he had gotten to the World Cup finals 2 years in a row. So meaning every World Cup is every 4 years. So he has to wait another 4 years in order to go win a World Cup. This past recent World Cup, he finally won a World Cup. This year as well, he won a Copa America. But it took him a while for him to win that first World Cup. You see what I'm saying? He's been playing soccer for damn near 15 to 20 years. I don't know the exact time frame. He kept going at it. He didn't see the temporary defeat as full-on failure. You see what I'm saying? He had to stay 10 toes down on his goals. No matter what, he needed to win that World Cup, and he won one. He won one about 2 years ago now. For the Copa America, he won 2 as well. So it's something beautiful in the way that if you see whatever you're doing in your life as temporary defeat, that if some videos aren't going to do as well, or maybe you're not having the best time in your business or whatever you're doing, you have to see this as temporary defeat, because if you full on see this as failure and you give up and quit, it's done. When you raise the white flag and you say, I give up, that's it. It's over from there, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's over from there because you full on gave up. If you see it as temporary defeat, you do not need to give up. This is what it means to stay 10 toes down on your goals. What ties into this is also drifting. Drifting is something that 98% of humans do. 98% of people fail because of this. Drifting is when a human being goes from wanting to be a basketball player, the next day or the next month or the next year he wants to be a soccer player. And then the year after that he wants to be a tennis player. And the year after that he wants to go be a bowling player, whatever the fuck. It is just consistently drifting onto something new, something else, right? That is what a drifter is. And that is what 98% of people do. A lot of people have different dreams and different goals, But you have to pick one and stick to it for a little bit, and then you can go do certain things after that. After you're lit as a YouTuber, yeah, you can go be a TikToker, but once you master one thing already. Because if you put all your different time and energy into different things, that is when you fail at the first thing that you're trying to conquer. The last quote to finish you guys off on. Can a person who moves with definiteness of both plans and purposes be always sure of success? Meaning that if you write down one plan and you feel like this plan is 100%, this is the way to get rich, you feel as if this is the plan and the way to go, and you're 100% certain, will success always be sure? This is what the devil answers. Best of plans sometimes misfire, but the person who moves with definiteness recognizes the differences between temporary defeat and failure. When plans fails, he substitutes others, but he does not change his purpose. He perseveres. Eventually, he finds a plan that succeeds. Fire. But the best of plans even misfire. So you might think that this plan of your way to go, building this business or building your YouTube or whatever, is 100% way to go. But your plan might misfire, right? Say we're on a road and I'm driving and it's raining like crazy and I pop a tire. Somehow my tire pops. I have a spare tire in the back of my car so that I can go put my spare tire on the tire that's messed up and keep going forward. You see what I'm saying? You might have some times where your plan might not be going 100% that you think it will be going, or your goals or your purpose or whatever you're doing in life, it might not be going 100% the way that you want it to go. You must not see it as failure, because once you see it as failure, you have quit. You rose your white flag and said, I quit. I don't even have it in my heart to say that. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I made my mind so callous that I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. I couldn't. Even the best of plans misfires. But the person who moves with definiteness meaning you are 100% saying I will be a YouTuber. You're 100% saying I'm going to do this certain business, right? Readjust your plan and go forward. You got to put that spare tire on and still stay forward on your YouTube shit. There's no way that you backtrack and say, I quit and it's done up. You're over. You quit. It's game time. It's done. If you see it as, okay, this plan ain't work out as well, I might be struggling for maybe a week, 2 weeks or whatever to figure out another plan. And then you take that time to plan out something else and you stay 100% on your pathway of going to be a YouTuber or whatever you're doing. That is the way to go. You just see it as temporary defeat. You do not give up on what you're doing. Never give up. I always think about John Cena where he never give up or some shit. You see what I'm saying? I want to read that again. The best of plans misfires, but the person who moves with definiteness recognizes the difference between temporary defeat and failure. When plans fail, he substitutes others, but he does not change his purpose. He perseveres. Eventually, he finds a plan that succeeds. It might sound like rainbows and daisies where it's yeah, don't give up and quit, you know what I mean? Those thoughts might really hit you sometimes. They really might hit you, especially when things aren't going your way. Persevering and staying 10 toes down is way easier to say when you're feeling good right now, but when you're not feeling the best and you feel as if your plan isn't working out, persevering is the only option, because if you quit, you're like the rest of them. You fall into the rest of the 98% of people. 98 out of 100 people will quit on their goals once they fall once, or they fall twice, or they fall 3 times. They'll maxed out say, okay, I quit, that's it. The person who stays in the mud and keeps getting up, he loses another battle, he gets up. He loses another battle, he gets up. That's the person who, after a long time, will win. Over time, it's what the world will grant that person no matter what. Because over time, you will get better at what you're doing. And you will see where you went wrong at, whether in your business, on your social media brand, whether on whatever you're doing. You're going to notice things that you messed up upon. And it might take some time for you to actually realize, to put 2 and 2 together in your mind that, okay, this plan isn't working. I'm still going to be a YouTuber, but I got to figure out something else in order for my videos to do better or whatever it is. You have to study the game, be the game, and become one with the game. You see what I'm saying? And never giving up is the main focus on this video. Is 98% of the people will give up. I swear to you. That also goes with the 98% of the drifters, of people who one day he's a basketball player, he's a soccer player, now he's a tennis player, now he's everything in the world he can be, but he won't take one step towards what he actually saying he's going to do. I know a lot of people like that, and you might know a lot of people like that as well, where they're always saying they're going to do something, but they end up never doing it, or never put a step towards what they're doing. So when you're in the mud, but you keep getting up, that's the person who will win no matter what. That's the person who's going to learn a lot of lessons and will become way more disciplined, right? I know throughout the gym where sometimes I'm trying to hit PRs and shit like that, and for years you will start to struggle to get stronger, and over time you will hit a plateau, and sometimes this weight isn't moving the way you want it to move, or sometimes you might backtrack and this day the weight feels heavier. But it's just a matter of fact that you show up every day and you do not quit like everyone else. I knew this one dude, and he had like the perfect genetics where you would think bro was on steroids. Even before he lifted, he already was shredded with abs. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was already shredded with abs and he looked amazing. But when he started to hit the gym and take it more serious, he started to grow like crazy at a crazy rate, which was super fast, more than anyone else. Like, he was bigger than damn near everyone within my group. Probably the biggest and shreddest at the time. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's shredded, but he's big as hell. He's not, you know what I'm saying, fat or skinny fat, or he just weighs more than people and is like full of blubber. No, he is shredded, strong, and he weighed like 130 pounds. But he was also like 5'4". And he's hitting PRs like every week. Like, I'm talking about on the bench press, he's strong. You would think he's on steroids, but some people are just naturally strong. You know what I'm saying? He's eating healthy. He's doing wrestling. So if you know wrestling, bro, they're strong as fuck. A lot of wrestlers are strong as fuck. I'm always in the gym regardless, and I'm working around them, you know what I'm saying? Not always with him, but I'll be working out with him occasionally. I remember this one day, right, where he's doing like 225 on the bench press, and he's trying to do 3 or 4 reps. He's been only getting it for 2. And he stayed at this plateau for like only 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Where 4 sessions that he didn't PR, he came up to me, bro, and was like, yo, Patrick, I don't like this gym shit no more. I feel like giving up. I don't really give a fuck about it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm looking at bro like, what the fuck? You're huge. What do you mean quitting? Like, what got you feeling like that? He tells me, because I didn't get to hit 3 or 4 reps on this 225 and it just feels heavy and I don't feel like doing it anymore. I looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What do you mean 225? I haven't even had hit 225 at that point yet. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? Like, how the fuck you gonna give up just because of this once or twice or 3 times that you didn't hit 225 for 3 to 4 reps? That at 140, most guys aren't even hitting that. You see what I'm saying? He's already doing more weight than most people who even weigh like 180 pounds, 200 pounds is doing. You know what I'm saying? And this is where Patrick has just, since a kid, he's been calloused. He's just been strong. Like, it's the way my mother raised me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, are you dead serious? Like, I'm putting in perspective of like, yo, bro, you weigh 140 pounds. Most people in this fucking gym couldn't even hit this for 1 or 2 reps, yet you're complaining because you didn't hit for 3 or 4. Like, tighten the fuck up, eat some more food, bulk up a little bit, and this shit's gonna start moving, start flying. He starts to smile at me and everything like that. I'm like, yo, tighten up. And you know what I mean? Like, I be hitting him in the back of the back. So I'm just smack the shit out of his back. Like, yo, tighten the fuck up. Because, I don't know, my mom just raised me too strong. I'm here, like, bro, I haven't even hit one. I had hit like 205 for like 1 rep. And he's over here complaining about 225 for like 2 or 3 reps. And trying to get more reps in that. And he plateaued. And he just felt like giving up. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Sometimes I've stayed at plateaus for such a long time sometimes, where even on the bulk, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But I know never to quit. I know to go in each day and stay 10 toes down on it. That's where I've learned, and I took the philosophy of the gym of just show up. And no matter what I did, just show up, Patrick. Like, just do this every time that you're supposed to be doing something. Show up every day. And eventually that shit will work. It will work somehow, some way. Some days you might be feeling better than others, and some days you might not be feeling as good. Some days you'll feel more tired. Some days you'll feel more energized. It is what it is. Bitch, show up. And that's the same exact philosophy that I use for my YouTube videos. You know what I mean? And there's some plans, there's some reconstruction I need to go through, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. There's some under construction things that I need to do within myself so I can make this shit work even more. But that is what I realized, that even within the gym, the same philosophy of just show up, never quit. And a lot of times within my high school, and all these people that I'm talking about within my stories are all from like high school. These are all my homeboys from back home. Those people who were once hitting the gym as consistent as me, and at that time, they weren't even as consistent as me, because at that time, I was in a little depression state. So bitch, there was no skipping the gym for me, I swear. I was going at least 8 times out of the week. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck you go 8 times out of the week? Don't ask me how, bitch, I did it. Those people who were somewhat consistent in the gym, they end up all falling off. I'm telling you this right now. Understanding that the gym is like the main course for me, the main thing that built Patrick as a man, and building that iron mind and that iron calloused mind, that I will never not show up to the gym. You know what I mean? Like today, I swear, just yesterday, like my legs was hurting so bad. I don't know what it is, but I'm still gonna go to the gym, hit some abs, do like 20 to 30 minutes on cardio on the Stairmaster, stretch out, try to get my knees, everything straight. It's more so of my kneecap, but knowing that I just can't quit and give up is just, it's just what I do. It's in my blood. I just can't give up on the gym like everyone else. It's just not what I do. And so when I seen one of my old head, like, co-workers, and he's talking about he's 73, he's still in the gym, he's still doing this thing, I see that in me, like the same exact way, where I have such a good time hitting a chest day, a leg day, not a leg day OD, I'm not gonna lie to you, leg days it's a little iffy, but bitch, I'm still gonna show up. But a back day, chest day, arm day is just, it's beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Never give up on your goals, bro. This is how 98% of humans fail within their life. I promise you. Is they fall once, they fail and give up. They fall twice, they fail and give up. They fall 3 times, they fail and give up. Bitch, I will fall 100 times, 100,000 billion times before I give up. I'm not one of those dudes that's going to sit here and act like I know all of the answers. But as I'm getting this information and this wisdom, it's just the mindset of showing up and never giving up. And the world and God and the universe, whatever you want to say, will reward you for what you're doing. It's just a matter of time. Give it time. Look at your plans, though. Look at your plans and see that something within maybe your content or what you're doing in a basketball court, whatever you're doing, isn't working out. You have to find a different way, but stick on that plan. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I realized that you have to get your game from, and understand that you have to readjust to the game and study the game more and see what's working, because shit is everlasting changing. You just got to keep updating to the game now. That's it. I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, bro. And never give up on your fucking dreams. Real shit. If you guys missed upon my last video, I'm going to leave this right here for you guys so that you get some more game for your brain. Also, if you want to take your game with women to the next level, I'm going to leave it in it's in my Patreon in the description below. Go click on that. If you guys want a one-on-one consultation with me, I'm going to leave it in the description below. So stay yourself, stay 300, or whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe in you, bro.